Hello everybody, I'm 8-Bit Steve, and this is another 8-Bit episode of Steve's Quest. This is game number 159, The Adventures of LoLo 2. This is a puzzle game released by HAL, and it's a really good game. The puzzles get pretty tricky and pretty difficult. I remember being really frustrated with it as a kid and calling Nintendo Power and trying to figure out the puzzles. So it was a pretty good game, and it was also pretty successful. Spawning, this is the second in the series. The first one is also on the NES, and there's a third one too. I started with the second one because I couldn't get the first one to work. I had a card of it, it didn't work, and then I tried that on my power pack, and then I couldn't get the ROM to work, so I just moved on to the second one. But I'll be doing Adventures of LoLo 1 and 3 pretty soon. These first couple puzzles are pretty simple. All you're really doing is trying to get all the hearts. So I'm going to try my best to explain what's happening here. So you're LoLo, and you can push some objects. Like these bricks here I can push. Other stuff I cannot push, so it's just a kind of trial and error of figuring out what things you need to push. I think I actually, yeah. So if you mess the puzzle up, you have to hit select, which kills you. You have unlimited continue, so it's not that big of a deal, but you do have lives up in the top right. When you continue, you have to go back to the first level on that floor. And I believe there are 10 levels per floor. So yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes. But anyways, as you walk through the game, you pick up these little hearts, and once you pick up all the hearts, the treasure chest will open. When you get the treasure chest, it kills every enemy on the screen. Hearts also block enemies from moving, as you can see with this guy over here. And on some stages, when you pick up a certain heart, it'll give you a power-up. You saw me use that earlier in the first two stages, where I put a little snail into a ball. Sometimes you can you shoot them off the screen as well. But basically it's just memorizing which enemies do what and how to solve the puzzles. The first floors are pretty easy. Alright, so this introduces a new enemy, which is the Medusas. Also these block guys. This block guy is a huge pain in the butt, man. It's not so bad here, but once we get to one of the later levels, he becomes a real problem. He can basically block you into sections, and he sort of charges you when he sees you. So it's really, really frustrating. All I'm doing here is pushing these blocks next to the Medusa heads to try to stop them from shooting me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This level's, like I said, the first floor is pretty easy, but the puzzles get a lot more complicated as it goes along. There's one puzzle later on that's just crazy hard. So it looks like there's 5 stages per floor. So I'm going to be doing the first 5 floors here, so there's 25 puzzles. Now, nothing really new here except for those arrows. The arrows basically mean you can't walk the opposite direction. So I can only go one way through that arrow. Here's where the puzzles start to get a little more complex. Now, just to note, I did practice a lot of these puzzles before I played this, so because I didn't want the video to be super long. The first 25 floors are going to take me about 45 minutes or so. Then the second video is probably about the same length. And I messed the puzzle up there, so I have to redo it. Most of these early ones are just figuring out where the blocks go and how to block everything, but later on they get a lot more sinister. and you have to use a lot of tricks to get past where you need to go. And in the second video, like I said, there's one in particular that's just so evil. There's no way I would have ever figured it out as a kid, or even as an adult. Really, it's pretty absurd how you have to do it. It doesn't even really make sense in the confines of what is the accepted rules that they lead you to believe in the game. Looks like I just need to block the top of this Medusa head here, and I should have it. And to do. Moving on. Now, once you pick up, like I said before, once you pick up all the hearts, the enemies activate. So the ones that move activate. Like these skulls here are bouncing. They bounce around. So we want to block them in before we pick up all the hearts. Now, another thing you can do, which I will be using quite a bit in this game, is those little worm guys there. I can put them into like an egg, and I can push the egg around and use it as a blocker. I can even float on it over water, which we'll get into in a little bit. So I'm avoiding getting that heart there because if I do, it's going to activate all these skulls. And I did that wrong. I thought I could make it back to the chest, but I can't without using the blocker bubbles. So I have to turn those two worms into eggs and put them in front of the bottom two skulls. So coming up, looks like I messed it up again. Again went for the risky play. Looks like it took me right back to the level I was at. I thought it brought you back to the beginning of the floor, but I think that's only the password, or maybe that doesn't even do it. I don't know. It's been a while since I beat this. And even when these guys unhatch, they still stay there, so it'll still block the skulls. Now, this video was not recorded with my AVS. This was actually recorded way before I even had it. So there may be some sprite flickering, but shouldn't be too bad. I'm really sorry about all the dust on this level, guys. This is a really easy level. I'm just going way too fast. When I recorded this, I'd been playing this for several hours. It was really early in the morning, so I was probably really tired. And I recorded the second 5 floors and the castle the following day, so... Alright, here's where these guys get super annoying. As you can see, there's very long lanes here, and you can get charged by that guy, and it just makes it really difficult. And he can basically lock you into a section, and you have to kill yourself. It's really dumb. Just trying to put some distance between myself and the brick guy here. It's a little too close for comfort right now. So So the ones on the left and the right basically walk up and down, and you want to make sure you don't ever get them to come outside of that because it makes it a lot harder for you. And then it's all really about avoiding the center guy and getting him far enough away from you where you can get the hearts. This is a very risky move here, and I think I'm gonna die. Yep. Should have just looped around. Playing it a lot more safe this time. Just getting one at a time. Didn't get any that time. Oh. Tried to hold left there, but just didn't happen. Most of the deaths you'll see in this puzzle game are just me being impatient with it. This is a game where you need to have a lot of patience, and they specifically designed these enemies for that. If you try to rush through some of these, you're gonna die. Alright, I got him in a really good position now. I should have it this time. Barring some kind of catastrophe. Oh, like that. Alright, we're moving along this time. Normally in scenarios like this I'd speed up the video, but I haven't played or watched this video in a long time because I recorded it so long ago that I haven't really, I'm not really sure when the speed ups are gonna come. Alright, narrowly escaped there, and I've only got 2 hearts left here, so I need to play it safe. Alright. Probably gonna do at least 2 full loops here to get that guy off my back. If I do, I should be able to get this heart. Oh, that guy's a little too close. Am I gonna risk it? Nope, I am not. Alright. Finally done with that. As you can see how annoying that guy is. So that's a little deceiving at first. It looks like you can't really get any of those hearts, but you can get them all except for that one above him. And again, the hearts block Medusas. So now he's blocked on all sides except for the top. So I need to figure out how to get to the top. Pretty sure I pushed the top left brick to the left and then go all the way around. Nope, I messed it up. So, like I said earlier, you have unlimited continues, and as I just found out, it lets you go right back to the same puzzle you were on, so you basically have unlimited lives in this game. Yeah, I'm supposed to push, I have to go back around. I'm supposed to push the center brick to the left, and then, yeah, push that brick up, and then the brick that I pushed to the left goes all the way up past the Medusa. Yeah, it goes up a little bit more. There we go. Alright, that's floor 2, guys. Moving on to floor 3. Well, like I said, there's only 5 floors in this video, so 15 more puzzles. Block that little armadillo guy in there. Obviously bricks, those stone bricks block line of sight for shooting enemies. Now there's a couple new enemies here. There's the that like lizard thing that shot me, that just killed me. That only shoots in one direction, so it's like a Medusa head, but it only shoots one direction. Now the thing at the top that's walking across is like some little demon. That thing's really annoying, and it shoots all the way down. Can hit you basically from all the way across the screen. So it's just a matter of timing it correctly and hiding behind walls and bricks and stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to block them in here like that. Alright, here's one of the levels where I start to use the water mechanic. You can get all 3 of those and make it. I just didn't do it very well. I'm gonna wait this time. Opted to go for just 2. And still missed. I don't know what I'm doing. I really should just block them in. Don't worry. This hopefully won't happen for long. There we go. Now I can trap that guy in the top left corner, which is what we should be doing. As you can see, I have a hammer power-up on the right-hand side. We're going to be using that to get through the stage. Not really sure what I'm doing right here. I think I'm just kind of thinking and mapping out what I'm going to do. Seemed like that took a really long time. Yep, I'm pretty sure that one is going to go to the right of the Medusa. Yep. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the half brick trick here or not. I think I do, actually, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, that other one doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I'm safe now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing into an egg, and I'm going to push it in the water and ride on it. But you have to push it to the right. If you push it up, it won't make it. That's why you have to break that rock with your hammer power up. I forgot to walk. I forgot to walk on the chest, and that's super irritating. Yeah, and I have to put that one on the bottom there so that the Medusa doesn't kill me. Alright, break the rock, push this guy, and I'll walk onto the chest this time, guys, I promise. Alright, next puzzle. Now this little green guy is pretty easy to deal with, but can be annoying if you stop him in the wrong spot. Now if you notice on this puzzle, there are bricks on certain sections. And I'm basically shooting that guy in specific spots so that I can use him to block the Medusa shots. Pretty easy puzzle though. Alright, this one is not that bad, it just looks complicated. The real trick is what does that brick guy do, because that brick guy can mess up your whole program here. Yeah. Yeah, he's already starting to troll me. That brick goes down, down to the left of that Medusa there. I'm trying to get this guy to get out of my damn way. Yep, and we're gonna push that straight down. Oh, that guy trapped me. Man, what an a-hole. Yeah, that's one of the most annoying enemies in a video game that I've ever played, honestly. It's just, it's almost random what he's gonna do. I mean, he has some AI pattern, but it's so difficult to get around him. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get that over there. And I'm pretty much set now. Hopefully I can get this. Oh, this guy's a complete jerk. There we go, finally. Alright, should be able to get to the final heart here by just pushing this all the way up. And I got it. Now, as long as this guy doesn't trap me, we should be able to move on. Alright, ooh, gotta kill myself. Sometimes when you walk onto an egg like that, if you press up too long, it'll walk you completely across to the other side, which is not what you want. I have to get back on the egg here, I think. Oh no, I have to wait for it to die before I can make a new egg. Alright guys, that's floor 3. More of the same here. Devil head, Medusas. They added in one of those little green hoppy guys just to add insult to injury here. So this is kind of tricky. What I need to do is I need to break that brick right as that guy's looking at me, so that, as you can see what I did there. I broke it at a very specific time so that that green guy blocked the Medusa. I think I have to reset here. Oh no, I can push it back up, so that's good. And all the way up, and puzzle done. Alright, this one is super irritating, and it took me a while to even be able to do it. Those guys are just, they're gonna catch you. So I messed up the strategy there. The strategy here is to just walk through this side, but if you lag even a little bit, then you're too slow to get over to the right. So I'm gonna try it again here. I did it again. Damn it. You have to hit those hearts perfectly. You can't dally. There we go. Now we can just go up and around. And down the center. And this should be the end of this level here. Alright. This is a pretty complex puzzle, honestly. Requires a lot of thinking. No way I would have figured this out when I was 8 or 9. Yeah, I had to kill myself. I think I messed up the position of the bricks there. So this one goes across, and then you use this to get across again. Push that to the right. That goes over here and down. And then yeah, so you have to get this guy to go back across. Alright, so the next section is a little convoluted, but you will see what happens. Let's just experience it together. I'm not going to tell you what happens. So there, I had to wait for the egg guy to respawn. I'm gonna push that down. And I don't think I can do it. I think I messed it up. I think I did the moves in the wrong order there. I'm supposed to get that heart, the one on the right there, before I push this brick down. Or no. Yep. I think I realized I messed it up there. So that's an unfortunate thing that happens sometimes. I tried to use my egg power on that guy, and I was too close to that rock, and so it just shot it into the rock, and I lost one of my power-ups, which basically means I have to reset the level. Oh, guess I don't have to. There we go, cool. So now all I have to do is wait for the egg guy to spawn again so I can float across the river here. You have to do that all the way at the top, otherwise you get shot by that dragon. Alright, I just need to put one underneath that Medusa. It looks like I'm going to opt to use this brick here. Alright, there's only a few left. Now I just have to get past that Medusa on the top left, which shouldn't be a problem here. We're going to push this brick over and up through the bricks. Oh, that's too high. I have to reset the puzzle, I think. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, cool. Ah, forgot about the Medusa on the right's top. No big deal. Now we know what to do. Can't believe I just did that. Got myself on tilt a little bit there. Let's try again. Up, over, down. All the way to the left, gets that heart. On the bottom here. So yeah, that goes all the way there to get that heart. Now we can get this one. I definitely do not want to push that brick up, I don't believe. I want to push the one to the right of that left. Oh, okay. So that's that. Yeah, okay, there we go. This one's a little tricky. The Medusa will shoot, so you need to wait until that green guy is blocking the Medusa to walk. You don't have to do that on every one, but I'm going to do it on every one here just to be safe. Also for timing purposes. It's really important on this one here. And the timing is a lot tighter. As I missed it. A little too late that time. Alright, let's see if I can get it this time. I got that one, now I have to get this one here, which is very close. And I missed it. Too slow. And there we go. That is floor 4 of Adventures of LoLo 2. Moving on to floor 5, the final floor in this video. Wow, that looks like a hot mess. There's just bricks and hearts everywhere. Let's see if I can conquer it. That is definitely not the way you conquer it. If I remember correctly, this one's pretty easy. It just looks hard. Just completely forgot about that pink guy, apparently. I'm gonna trap that guy against the wall so he doesn't cause me any more problems. Alright. I just have to get a brick above. Actually, I don't think I have to do anything. I think I just have it. Yep. That'll do that. So this one's a lot of backtracking. A lot of that egg move where you walk across the water. Now I can't get that center heart because of the Medusa head. So that's a ladder power up. It'll allow me to walk across. I didn't get the top heart either because that blocks the Medusa head and I need that to be blocked. Also the same with the bottom here. So what I'm going to do, yep, see I made a ladder there. Now I'm going to make this little guy in front of that Medusa and good to go. I still have two shots, so I'm going to go back across here, go up and over and around. I'm going to wait for this egg, I think. Yep. Push this brick through and put it in the bottom. Walk across one more time. Now I'm able to get the bottom heart. That should give me 2 more shots. It did not. But I have a brick, so that's useful. Not sure why I used the brick there, or used the kill there. Pretty sure I had it right. We're gonna go back across again. This time I'm gonna push this brick through. And that just goes over to the left. Alright, that's it. Usually these ones with a lot of enemies on them seem hard, but they're really not that bad. So I have a brick power up here. Brick smashing power up, it should be said. Now I can get all these ones here. And those two. So when you get a treasure chest, it kills the fireballs that come out of those dragons. That's useful to note. It should be going under the Medusa, I believe. Oh, no, to the left of the Medusa. That one's gonna go under. Now I need one above the Medusa, which is probably gonna be this guy here. Oh, I messed it up. I have to kill myself. Alright, so the tricky part here, well, first off, I'm not getting hit by that fireball, for one. But the tricky part is you have to lure that the brick guy on the bottom out of that enclosure, and then you get him to walk next to the Medusa and that little dragon. So I pushed the dragon over too far, and then the brick guy couldn't walk where I wanted him to walk. So we'll run it again. Trying to get him where I want him to be. So, oh, that was horrible on my part. Just made a D-pad mistake there. Alright, let's see if I can get it this time. If I die this time, I'll stop the video and speed it up. There we go, so now I'm gonna walk up. Oh, I got it, finally. So I have to wait for this egg to die so that I can make another egg. If you do not wait for it, bad things happen. So I make another egg there. I'm gonna ride this around. Push that in there, make that guy an egg, and that is floor 5? Looks like I lied to you guys. This is floor 6 here. I think I'm just going to kill myself. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the password. So that's Adventures of LoLo 2, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next video.